Tommy NFG, the cost of being a brand. Lock in.
Ever since Mr. Beast blew up in 2020 and slowly worked his way up to be the face of YouTube, people have been saying he altered the way YouTube completely works, or he quote-unquote ruined YouTube. Everything became about pop-up text and crazy CGI visual effects in a video. If you don't have the budget to burn a man alive, then you might as well hit the door, because you're not gonna make it and you're better off just working as one of Mr. Beast's editors to fulfill his empire. Even Mr. Beast.
I mean, okay, to be fair, I understand a lot of people have this opinion that Mr. Beast ruined YouTube, but I feel like it was going to happen regardless of Mr. Beast or not. Like, there was going to be somebody that was going to, wait a second, I can just optimize everything about YouTube. If it wasn't Mr. Beast, it was going to be somebody else. And ruining YouTube is kind of subjective. Like, I think videos are a lot more quality nowadays, but like, there's such an excess of people copying the exact editing style that Mr. Beast does, which kind of makes it so brain numbing. Like, content is definitely a lot more brain numbing nowadays. Do we feel like Mr. Beast ruined YouTube? And if he ruined YouTube, what is ruining YouTube? Define ruining YouTube. I would not be surprised if Mr. Beast worked for the cartel with the shit he puts people through in challenges.
For my VOD watchers and Tish watchers who want to do content, don't edit like my Beast.
I mean, Tommy's probably about to mention it right here, but Tommy's literally about to say that even Mr. Beast felt like Oppenheimer, where he was like, oh my God, all these people have these crazy ADHD editing. Like, even Mr. Beast doesn't really agree with his old editing style.
Himself admits all the time that he completely changed the fabric on YouTube. Because of that, last year he started changing his video styles to be more slower and comfortable to watch, while also tweeting out at other creators to stop doing that type of overstimulating content. But the damage from that has already been done. Now, I'm gonna be honest, while he did impact YouTube to be in that type of format, and creators out there still follow
Ryan is better,
it, people
Ryan's
saying
better.
nowadays that authentic creators no longer happen because of Mr. Beast are completely wrong. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I was about to say. I
You're
think
watching me. Yes, I'm glazing myself. I will say come on.
And you're watching me, chat. You're watching me. Guys. I haven't sold out. I'm authentic. I'm an authentic YouTuber, guys, or streamer, or whatever the fuck. You have? How have I sold out?
So someone like Queso, for example, are a perfect example.
Lanky Blocks is less washed than you. Ban that guy. What are we talking about?
Only 3 years ago was he streaming out a 2 megabyte Wi-Fi.
Yeah, Queso.
setup, and now he
W
gets 50 to
Queso, bro.
60,000
W Case.
viewers every time he's
Definitely what other streamers shows themselves trying to get with their chat. Milani! You were supposed to be on my side. You come from the 2020 era of my streams. You come from the Minecraft slumps of 2020. And even you have fallen for the chair propaganda.
Guys, at one point during LTLVC I had to cut out Wist turning off his mic and kissing his chair passionately, thinking his cam was off.
streams. As someone like Speed, who literally sat at his desk like a classic 2010s YouTuber raging at games and shit, I think the thing
Speed
that
is also
really
my goat.
changes creators is when they turn from a creator to a full-on brand. And someone I've been hearing people say that
So
a
the
lot
chair
about
allegations are true, bro.
No,
You're
they're
not
not.
slick.
Okay. No, bro. The chair. Bro, what do you mean they're. No, bro. They're just allegations, man. Like, let me make my response video first. God damn. WSV. God damn, bro. It's not real, bro. It's not real.
As someone who started seeing Kai a couple of years back, I think even the biggest Kai Cenat fans will tell you he's completely changed the way he acts on camera. Down to the joke.
No, he doesn't. Okay. I've been watching him since 2021. He is the same person. I'm not even gonna lie. He is the same person at his core. Has he changed as a person? Yes. Because when you get to a certain level of fame and you want to achieve certain things, you're going to stop being, you're going to watch what you say on stream. You're going to look at certain things and be like, man, I kind of want to collab with McDonald's. That'd be cool. I grew up with that kind of shit. Oh, McDonald's doesn't really like it. If I say this certain thing, you'll stop saying that certain thing and you'll look at things in a different way because you want to achieve a certain thing. But overall, Kai is still the same. I still watch Kai in the same way that I watched him in 2021. He is still very honest. I still consider him very funny. All he does is he just brings a lot of celebrities on. I think that's the only thing I will agree with the argument with, is that I liked watching Kai Cenat for Kai Cenat. Kai gives off the vibe of a kid who wished on a genie to be a big streamer and work with all the people he watched. Yes, exactly. And that's how his streams are set up. It's literally set up as an iCarly, basically. He just looks happy to be there, in my opinion. Yeah. Because all these people he actually genuinely grew up with. Like, I feel like at some point when you reach a certain level of fame, the reason why sometimes he'll look tired on camera or he'll look not as into the content as much anymore is because he's been doing this for so fucking long. He's been at the top of Twitch forever, that at some point it's like the saying of like, too much of anything is bad. You know what I mean? If your favorite food is a hamburger and you have a hamburger every single goddamn night, it's gonna start
like a kid who
being
always
mundane. You
wanted
know what I
to
mean?
be a streamer, YouTuber who turned evil.
He didn't turn evil. What? Where are you getting this from? Sass, thank you for the follow. I've only seen the stream where he was waiting for music. He seemed cool, though. The Cardi album. That was funny, though. You know what I mean?
Dude, shut up and watch the video, you fucking content merchant.
jokes he'll make and what he even does on stream is totally different. And look, just to get this out the way, I'm not some big Kai Cenat hater fan page that shits on everything he does. Like, I remember when they were trying to cancel him for not building a school in Nigeria because he said he was gonna do it. Acting like a school.
Yes, like, wait, he's probably about to say it. Yeah, acting like a school's gonna take like 6 months to build. Like, what was that about?
School gets built in a couple months. This is in the middle of a village in Africa. Not to mention the amount of forms you would have to get signed off from the government, and also it's out of the country.
They explained it on Mafiathon 3, and people, like, that's the main thing is that, like, I feel like when you get so big that people just run narratives about you, it doesn't matter what you say. People just hate you just to hate you. It's like rumors in high school. When there's a rumor in high school that you did something that you didn't fucking do, but regardless of what you try to do to try to, like, quell that, people don't like you, so they associate that thing that you didn't do with the fact that they don't like you, and then it's just GG's. I don't really like Rakai, but I think it's so fucking cool that he put a 15-year-old on the map. No, I also don't really like Rakai, but it's also because he's so fucking young, you know what I mean? Imagine what he's gonna be like when he's like 20, or Kai Cenat's age. He's gonna be better.
Is that LeBron?
I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. But I'm pretty sure once like Rakai is actually older, he'll like starting to straighten out. Kind of similar to Speed. Because Speed was crazy at 16, but you also have to remember they're kids. You know what I mean? I miss when internet wasn't high school drama. It's kind of pathetic. I mean, low-key it always kind of was, but I feel like nowadays people are just looking for the next buck to try to expose somebody and make it this huge, big thing. When I feel like back in the day, it was more like high school shit, where it was like, you stole my thumbnail, you clickbaited. Now it's, you're a predator, you're gay, like, you know what I mean? Not to say that that's on the same level, but you know what I mean?
Thompson.
Who the I don't know who that is. We're gonna be 3 hours into the stream and only 4 videos. Listen, man, I'm trying my best. God damn
What
it.
you could tell is he started climbing to the top of Twitch. He had this thing happen, which happened to Mr. Beast.
Number
turning
13
yourself
on the
into a
court
brand,
long.
Therefore having to hold back things you used to.
Yes, like everyone used to love Mr. Beast too. Like people forgot about that. Everyone universally loved Mr. Beast. Everyone universally loved Kai, and now they're
by
hating.
James.
And the problem
Bro's paying more attention to the fucking gameplay for a meme than the video.
with this specifically as a creator is because people see your come up and how you used to act. Then when they see you kind of pulling back on it or afraid to be like that, it feels like a betrayal to the people that used to watch you. I would compare perfectly to
People
a creator and
change.
a music artist. A music artist can pull this off because they're signed to a label and usually come out polished to how the label already wants them. Meanwhile, with the creator, people see the change happen over time. There's a ton of TikTok edits of Kai from that time and people saying they miss him before he changed. And now
I've been seeing that with Speed as well. I've been saying, like, listen, okay, as someone who was there for Speed's 2021 and 2022 run, it was legendary. But I like Speed how he is now. When things get bigger, people are gonna change, which is why I understand why people gatekeep and all that other bullshit. You know what I mean? That's why people gatekeep. You know, because they understand that with more people and more opportunities comes change.
I
Because
love
your life
how
changes.
we went from stealing brain-rotted animals and Jeopardy. Now we're sub-gifting to the tallest and reacting to a video, pauses it, and does a backflip off camera.
What do you think reactions are?
Ducora Dennis.
Oh my fucking god.
because he's changed over time, it's made a whole new meme of people pretending to be Kai's viewers, basically saying they're the most parasocial people on the planet.
Bro, what are you doing?
Kai's talking.
Okay, but these memes are funny. These memes are
When
actually
did you
funny.
start watching Kai Cenat?
Well, it's not just Kai. Drewski's there too, and Kevin Hart.
You're watching over Kai Cenat while he sleeps with the boogeyman once again. Okay, listen. All right, the viewer jokes are funny, but I'm not gonna lie, bro. This has always been a thing on Twitch. Think back to the Minecraft era. I don't think Kai Cenat fans are as crazy as MCYT was back in 2020. I'm sorry. I think the memes are funny, but they are not as bad. I'm keeping it real. As someone who actually frequents those communities, they are not as parasocial as the Minecraft fan base used to be. So these memes make more sense back in the day, but they are not as bad as what it was back in the day. Listen, man, Twitch has always had this. Twitch has always had this. Oh, hell no. Why did you remind me of the drama? Dream SMP is a new level of parasocial, and it might never be topped. That's what I'm saying, bro. So that's why when I look at Kai Cenat fans, I'm like, they're not that crazy. Like, obviously, it's not a healthy thing to do, but most of them are like kids. You know what I mean? And most of the time, kids, when they see, like, when they listen to a music artist, like Michael Jackson, that was who Michael Jackson was for me at the end of the day. At the beginning of my lifespan, Michael Jackson was the person I wanted to be, look up to, all this other stuff. Kids just do that in general because they have so much more time to watch Mafiathon or watch streams like this. Shut the fuck up. I want to see Kai sleep. Okay. Fucking okay. Okay, man.
Also, his subathon did not help the narrative because people started calling it the begathon halfway through. He had things kind of set up like a TikTok live streamer when he was sleeping, where if you gifted subs, stuff would happen to him. I know Brigham Young type of stuff, but
so God forbid a man, God forbid a man have a challenge, bro.
Stuff like this, it's a million Twitch subs, but the clips just
look absolutely atrocious.
In the first 30 minutes of me taking a shower, it is called Dirty 30. Where while I'm in the shower, if you guys sub up, you guys can make me more dirty.
Okay, that's crazy. Okay, that's low-key, that's a crazy clip. Low-key, that's crazy. Okay, low-key, that's
How
crazy.
is somebody upgrade you though? That's my question. How do you earn upgrades?
They can get up to 500 gifted in the next 30 minutes.
530?
Dude, begging for subs is literally the point of subathons. That's what I'm saying, bro. But I'm pretty sure it's because Mafiathon 3 was so like mainstream, people don't really understand that that's kind of what subathons have always fucking been. That was what Mafiathon 1 was. That was what Mafiathon 2 was. And Mafiathon 3 was just the most mainstream one. So most people are just like, what the fuck? What is this? But this has always been Twitch culture. You know what I mean?
Me personally, I noticed the difference though between this subathon versus his others. Is this one was a lot more corporate and focused on the goal mainly.
I will agree with Tommy on this one and anyone else saying this. Mafiathon 3, I did not watch it as much as the other two. And that's coming from like an actual Kai Cenat like fan, as someone who like actually like watches him. I didn't enjoy Mafiathon 3 as much as I enjoyed Mafiathon 2 or 1, mainly because all of the reasons why I kind of felt like his content was becoming more corporate kind of just boosted at that point, where every stream there's a new fucking celebrity at a certain point that I just don't care anymore. You know what I mean? Like, you have so many celebrities that by the time you're cutting your dreads with LeBron James, I don't really care. Like, I didn't care, but I did care. Like, I was watching it and we watched it on stream as he was getting 1 million, but I cared more about the fact of him being the first English Twitch streamer to hit 1 million more than LeBron James coming on the stream, because there are so many collabs that he has. And I feel like it kind of just waters down the whole idea of getting big ass collabs, because nowadays, if I were to get like, I don't know, like if I were to get like one of my favorite like celebrities, it's not as special. Like, it'll be special for my community, but the overall zeitgeist, it's not going to be as special. He got the fucking TDI guy that made me go crazy. Yes, bro, I went crazy for that. When he had his own custom clip, bro, I love Total Drama Island. I fucking love that entire series, dude. Harold is my goat in TDI. Mine is Noah.
Had a ton of A-list celebs coming through, Kim Kardashian, Selena Gomez, etc. And I noticed when you reach that point to people where you as a creator feel unreachable and are with these huge people, you don't feel as authentic to them, and they know you're gonna have to hold back things to reach that point. There was also a lot of celebs coming through and using Kai's platform just to promote their dip. Mariah Carey literally showed up for 30 minutes to promote her album and left, compared to Kai having a full sleepover stream with
fair enough. Once again, Mariah Carey, this isn't her first time being in a Kai Cenat stream or video. She was there when I think Kai Cenat was invited to Northwest's like 10th birthday party or something like that. When they
Mariah's son has solid streams.
Oh, does he stream? Yeah. Oh wait, yeah, he does stream. Like, Mariah Carey has been around Kai Cenat before. This is not her first time being on a Kai stream or a Kai video, but I do understand the criticism of that. Well, I mean, this reminds me of that one Kai clip with John Cena, and John had literally had the realest conversation ever heard, dude. John Cena, I love when John Cena appears on streams. It makes me love him even more, bro. Makes him love me even more.
Kevin Hart, where they both actually cared about giving good content. That's what people actually liked about Kai in the past when he started doing this. Him bringing celebs on stream who don't just want a free promo. I understand too, though, that people change and sometimes that's not who they are anymore. But there's a difference between growth versus changing yourself to make sure your brand is 100% neat. Another way you could tell creators kind of focused more on their brand and less about authenticity is the way they approach certain political issues. This should be clear. I'm not saying every creator has to talk about every political issue.
Here we go.
For people has been how creators approach the topic of Palestine. At this point, Palestine has got to be like a 95% to 5% issue on how people feel about it. A majority of countries agree how the Israeli government is and has straight up admitted they're ethnically cleansing Palestinians, except of course the United States of America. By the way, in the time you've been watching this video, they've made $37,000 to $43,000 off your tax dollars. So,
God damn!
Freedom, this is a small sacrifice you must have said.
What the fuck?
In America, we gotta give it to Israel so they get free universal health care. And people have been really getting on
Another 9 million to Israel, bro.
Mr. Beast for not saying anything about it. You know, as the internet charity guy who gives money to impoverished people all over the world, it was kind of expected by his audience to happen. He don't even gotta say nothing for real. He could just have a little donation next to all the donations he's done. But as of now, he hasn't done it. And there was also this stream last month where Mr. Beast was doing a charity with Aiden Ross.
FDT,
where Free
Nipsey
Palestine
Hussle.
gets
That
said,
one was
he's
interesting.
dead silent and kind of looks like he's he's held back by something.
Free Palestine.
True.
You just know a million things flashed through his mind.
Right.
He thought
His whole
of the worst.
brand.
Feastables being yanked off 7-Eleven.
His whole brand,
his channel
bruh.
getting banned by the Trump censorship hammer for
Right.
teaching kids
The whole government and everything. Yeah.
it's woke.
Bro,
My
bro thought it was
prediction is
over.
He had talks with his team, and they probably told him not to do it because it's too politically charged to say anything. But for people saying it's because he doesn't mention politics.
I don't know. Like, it's not okay. It is political, but I feel like if you're a war or no war person, I feel like saying free Palestine is enough to be like, I don't want war. I don't want people to be treated inhumanely. I don't want third world countries to be bombed. I think it's more of just a statement that you don't want inhumane things happening to people and children.
Mr. Beast donated $150,000 to organizations when the BLM protests were going on, and also said Black Lives Matter, which is a political movement. So I'm not sure how much that excuse can be used. I'm not even saying.
Oh,
this to
Tommy has a
discount
point
all
there.
the charitable
Tommy Loki has a
things
point
Mr.
there. I'm not
Beast
even
has
gonna hold you.
done and help people. But now that his brand is bigger, he's definitely more reluctant to get into issues like this, as you can see. I guarantee too, when the conflict's over after like 5 or 10 years, he's gonna finally speak on it. I say it was an awful, terrible tragedy and everything, but when he
Honestly,
gets
that's what
asked
most
on why he
celebrities
didn't
do.
speak about
That's
it
what
at
most
the
celebrities
time,
did
he's just
anyway.
gonna say, well, I mean, I just didn't know the facts at the time. This is like the go-to for every word that's happening. The biggest political issues in the world right now, and we're in the most connected time, so I don't know if people can get away with this anymore like they used to. It's also a problem with someone like Mr. Beast, where you become so big and are a brand yourself that you lose all personality and become soulless in a sense. I genuinely could not tell you the last time I've seen a real emotion from Mr. Beast on video. Actually, scratch that.
You like Feastables?
No.
Kill yourself.
Yo! Yo! Mr. B6000, is that you? Are you back?
The Beast
No,
6000
bro.
is back.
He's fucking back, bro. Can he do this more? Can he do this more?
Yeah. These kids don't know anything about Mr. B6000. Imagine he's been keeping him dormant inside and he's slowly been making his way up to take
Bro was a baller in baseball during high school. Pre-crones, look up his max prep stats.
I know about that, yeah. Honestly, okay, here's a good argument that I feel like could be met is Speed, right? Speed, he is a brand, but he's also still just as crazy. Like, not as edgy as he used to be, but he is still pretty, like, one of the craziest streamers, and he's still a brand, and he still was able to say, you know what I mean, like, Free Palestine. He's still able to speak on political issues without it fucking up his brand. And I know Mr. Beast is way bigger than Speed, but Speed is internationally known. Like, he's on a similar mainstream level, and he's able to speak on political issues. You know what I mean? I think, I don't know. I'm surprised Tommy didn't use that as a point, because I don't really know how to, like, dive deeper or articulate the point correctly in the way that I want it to, but I'm low-key surprised that if we're using the same argument that Mr. Beast is a brand so we can't speak on political issues, then what is Speed? Speed is a brand, but he's able to.
One of the things that are different with creators compared to actors is creators have to have a personality to stick out and grow their audience.
Dude,
with
I'm gonna
actors,
have a
you get
fucking
fed a
seizure.
script and show emotions of a random character on screen. So it doesn't matter if the actor actually has zero personality. Which is why when you lose that personality as a creator that people fell in love with, you start to disconnect with your audience. A good example of someone who I think does it well while changing themselves for the better is
Speed!
When Speed first started blowing up, he straight up got famous for ripping slurs and saying the most wild he could for the clip. 2021
He still
Speed
does.
was a different.
I mean, he still does. You are the blackest. Yo, Spacey knows what we're talking about.
Beast. I don't think someone could have a come up like he did in 2025 nowadays. Over time,
See,
though,
that's what they would say back in 2020, bro. I hate when people say that shit. Oh, I don't think this person could have had that same come up. Who is Cuff'em, bro? Who is Cuff'em, bro? People say that every single goddamn time, bro. Is whenever, oh, nowadays they can never survive. Oh, this person can never survive nowadays. Speed survived back then. Cuff'em is surviving right now. I'm pretty sure it's fine.
as he grew up and matured, he still kept the same energy and personality without all the wild he was doing. I'd assume he probably looks back at some clips and cringes at how he was acting.
As
And
we
with
all do.
Speed, you
I
don't
do the same
normally
thing.
see
Drewski be
kinda
doing half this shit on the day-to-day and he's fine.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Understand why someone like Mr. Beast or Kai may hold back on saying certain things. For example, what I was saying with Mr. Beast in Palestine. He may be able to say it, but it could risk potentially losing sponsorships, meaning having to fire employees. And then that person's life is is ruined over what he said. But if you chose that path where you want to grow your brand and there's now a risk of you having to be inauthentic, then people are going to notice, and eventually it could lead to making things worse. Anyways, that's going to be it. Let me know how much subs y'all are donating at my subathon.
W fucking video. I think this is a very, very interesting topic, is the cost of becoming a brand. You know, let's talk. So we talked about other creators, right? Let's talk about like myself, right? Because I'm a narcissist. WNFG in chat. WNFG, right? Honestly, I see myself going more down the path of someone like a Speed or like a Tyler the Creator, where no matter how mainstream they got, they're the same people. It's just like,
Here
listen,
we
man.
go again.
See, exactly. Yup. The narcissist rant begins now. I feel like authenticity always should win out over being a brand, because I feel like you'll make just as much money sticking to your thoughts more than like, okay, like you'll make more money being a brand, of course, but like I do content creation not to make it the biggest brand ever. I make it because I want to have something similar to like what Blackboy Max has accumulated, where it's 5-star. That's his community. He still makes shitload of money from his community. You know what I mean? Like nowadays, you don't need to have 1 million subscribers to be a full-time YouTuber, Twitch streamer, whatever the case may be. Like you don't need to shill everything out to become the biggest. And I feel like with so many people that, you know, it's like weird, because there's a cycle of creators, right? A cycle of inauthentic creators and then a cycle of authentic creators. People got tired of the Dream SMP people, so we kind of reversed it completely, and now the top streamers are completely different. Like we have the Poggers community, now people want the WL community. I feel like if you just stick to yourself and I feel like you'll just succeed either way. I look at Cuffham, right? He's probably one of the most controversial streamers right now, but that dude is funny as shit. And he streams over on Kick, and he's one of the most popular Kick streamers, and he was just on Mafiathon, and everyone loved him on Mafiathon. Like, overall, I feel like you'll always win out as long as you are authentic, and that's how I kind of like my approach of content is. You know what I mean? I know I'm still a smaller creator, so we'll just have to see as time progresses, but no matter how big I've gotten, you know what I mean? I've gotten like 37,000 subscribers, and that's not like Kai Cenat or Mr. Beast level, but that's enough to where I've seen some people just completely turn into video essayists just to, you know, fully ride to like 100K or fully ride themselves into a brand. And the reason, and one of the reasons I quit YouTube, which I've talked to you guys about, is because of the fact that I wanted to stick to what I wanted to do. Why would I quit a 37,000 subscriber channel if I wasn't doing it for the authenticity? If I wasn't doing it because I want what quells my soul more than anything else. And I feel like being a brand doesn't really do that for me. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to take sponsorships, don't get me wrong, but I don't want that to ever affect my brand. Honestly, on some Your Rage shit, you know what I mean? Because he's still himself, but he still gets sponsorships, you know? Honestly, one of the most influential streamers is Doug. He showed that you can be a successful variety streamer, and it caused so many already large creators to go down that path too. Yeah, Doug is a GOAT. I've been watching that man for a couple of years now. That man is a fucking GOAT. And that's what you'll always get is like, okay, like this is what I'm talking about when it comes to streamers that are my inspirations. Your Rage, Bruce Drop 'em Off. Bruce built everything by himself. Your Rage built everything by himself. Blackboy Max built everything by himself. As you mentioned, Doug built everything by himself. Or Queso. They all have their own communities. That's what I want. Like, I think it's cool to have like a wider community of like WL like viewers and stuff. But you see how my community doesn't really like, you see how my community, no matter who is streaming, like, okay, this is an issue I used to run into when I was in like Minecraft community, is that if any of the bigger streamers in my community started going live, I would lose viewers. Like you saw those TikTok clips of like DDG or all those other people complaining about the fact that their numbers were down because Kai was having their Mafiathon. But people like Queso were completely fine. Like, Queso's numbers were completely fine because his fan base, while they may be Kai Cenat fans, are there for Queso's community. That's what I want, is no matter who's streaming, I don't want to be carried by a nigga, and I don't want to be known under the shadow of a nigga, because I've already had that before. I want to just be known for Invader Wist, but the same level of influence as Queso, Your Rage, or all of those people. Like, I'm big enough to where you can't ignore me, but I'm in my own section, in my own bubble, and I have my own community. Because when you have your own community, your influence is so much bigger than somebody just riding off the coattails of being in somebody's shadow, you know? I don't even watch Queso, but I love the small clips of him. Dude, I watch Queso probably like every other day, bro. Like, maybe every night sometimes. Like, he's one of the most genuine creators. Like, he reminds me of like 2015 Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, like those guys. That's why I love Queso so much. Like, he just does his own thing, and that's my inspiration. Just do my own thing. And because I already know what my long-term goal is, which is to do my own thing, I know that there is not really going to be a point for me to really fully become a brand if I'm not trying to, like, unless I'm trying to make my community a community of streamers in the same way that Kai has, I don't really see the reason to really fully go into the brand, like fully go into faking my personality for brands. But also at the same time, I do want to work with brands. I think it would be absolutely fucking cool to work with, you know, some of the bigger brands because I grew up with that stuff. But I do feel like I have a mindset to where it's like I will not take a deal if it has anything to do with me losing independency. Like, I trust myself. Y'all may not trust me, but you don't have to make those decisions. I have to make those decisions. I just got to trust that my chat trusts me, but I trust myself because I have not sacrificed my identity for anything. And anything that has made me feel like I was sacrificing my identity, I've cut it out of my life. I know with this convo, what's the one person you would want on your stream? The creator of Invader Zim. That is my dream collab, is the creator of Invader Zim, and I get to ask him a bunch of questions that I feel like only a true Invader Zim fan would know about, like all of the different episodes of season 3. What would have happened here? What did this mean here? What would you do if you recreated Zim? That, like, I have all these different questions. I have a book that is literally the art of Invader Zim. If I could get a dream collab, it would have to be Jonan Vasquez, the creator of Invader Zim, and that's not because of like, oh, I wanna have everyone be excited for my collab. That's a thing for me. That's a me collab. That's a, yo, we the Urkin Empire. This is where it comes from. Yo, I dedicated like my entire goddamn like career to branding myself under your creation, bro. Let me know more things about this. You know what I mean? W video reacted in an hour and a half. I know we've gone through one fucking video. Chat. I was supposed to hop off stream like 30 minutes ago, and this has lasted an hour and a half.